Yes, this video is going to dramatically change the way you write bars forever. Right. This video series of how to be more lyrical split into 2 parts, right? Each video giving you tips and techniques that you can use to be more lyrical. The first video, is going to focus on the concept of writing more meaningful lyrics with emotions. Part 2 is going to give you a different method. Wait to find out what that is. Alright, getting into this video, I like Google's definition of the word lyrical, which goes something like expressing one's thoughts and emotions in a imaginative and beautiful way, right? Which is going to be the focus of this video, right? So when I say writing meaningful lyrics, I'm not on about writing about important subjects like politics or what's the meaning of life or any of that bullshit. No. What I'm on about is the subject you're writing about can be anything, just as long as it's meaningful to you and your listeners, right? So, because writing meaningful lyrics with emotions is important if you want to sound lyrical, because we all fall into the trap of, you know, most of the bars that we write being meaningless shit over a beat, right? We've all fallen into the trap of writing bars that sound like these at one point.
Yeah. Yeah, coming straight from the ends, trying to make a name for me and my friends. I'll leave you and your crew in the trench, dripping in sweat until you're drenched. On another level, can't overlook me. Fuck a bully, cause I've never shook G. Wanna take over the game and dominate. Got my eyes on the prize, I'm on it, mate. Yeah, coming straight from the ends, trying to make a name for me and my friends. I'll leave you and your crew in the trench, dripping in sweat until you're drenched. On another level, can't overlook me. Fuck a bully, cause I've never shook G. Wanna take over the game and dominate. Got my eyes on the prize, I'm on it, mate.
I mean, that sounds alright and all, actually make a good chorus or hook, but if you want to be a lot more lyrical, you want to go for something that sounds more like this.
Since back in the day I was stuck in the struggle, don't wanna be stuck in the hustle, cause it gets tense like touching a muscle. For success I'm reaching, I'm hungry like I'm seeking revenge. Wanna be feeding my mum's food from the ends and feeding my friends, even if there's some demons above me while I'm deep in the trench. I'll still sweat and fight till I meet in my end, cause life gets sad like a crisis. Mad when you quit on your dreams, don't want pain like a shiver in your spleens. So I'ma keep on going G, I'ma keep on flowing C, I'ma keep on showing D that you ain't slowing me down.
So both sets of bars were about the exact same thing, making out of bad circumstances into the music scene. But the first set of bars was a lot more basic, whereas the second set of bars, in addition to having a much more complex rhyme scheme, was a lot more descriptive, right? So that's tip number 2 to having lyrical bars, right? Be more descriptive. So as well as writing about something that's meaningful to you, make sure you're descriptive, right? So don't just tell me you're from the ends, tell me what it's like to live in the ends, how it makes you feel, how you feel if you got out, right? Why you want to get out, right? So that's how you be more descriptive, by writing about your emotions and your thought process. So try that out. Right, that's all well and good and all, but before we end the video and leave, I just want to leave you with a bizarre but helpful tip and technique that you can use to improve this skill of lyricism, and that's to practice poetry. You must be thinking, what? Did this nigga just say poetry? Yes. Why? Because with poetry, you don't have to worry about the beat, right? You're just focused on the topic, the message you want to get across, and the language you want to use. Because of this, poems will teach you how to communicate intense feelings and emotions and complex ideas, right? And as a result, this will improve your ability to write more meaningful rhymes. Okay, so do that, practice poetry. And just to give you a good example of what I mean, I'm gonna play you a quick clip of me reciting a poem, and to show you how you can play around with poetry to improve your lyricism.
Protect your cranium against lies that deceive. Be wise and increase your intellect. Be brainy, son, or you be impotent and very scared, yes. They'll end your brain, so don't entertain ignorance and unawareness. Don't be careless and don't be scared, fool. Be aware, dude, and be careful what you're watching and feeding your minds. It might look holy, my homie, but if you only look closely, you see it's a demon disguised. Realize and envision your plan and take action on what you perceive. Don't trust and listen to man, he's just out to deceive. Just believe and follow your intuition in fruition, because your instinct's militant. So don't feel insignificant and constantly live in fairness. Don't forget to be conscious, G, with awareness.
So there you have it. Try that every time you have a bit of free time. Don't have to do too much. Just every now and then try fucking around with a little bit of poetry, you know, to improve your lyricism. But that is it for this video. That's all the tips and tricks. Tune in for part 2 and where I'm gonna go into this topic a bit deeper with a different technique that you can use to be a better lyricist and be more lyrical. If you enjoyed it, leave a like and I'll see you in part 2.